Brats, Merry Christmas.
Holy guacamole.
Hopefully this video is going out on Christmas Day. Who knows what's happening with Editor Jon. But speaking of Editor Jon, I actually need him to come get in the frame here, buddy. Grab a mic. We got Christmas presents and Christmas presents and Christmas presents for Jon. All right, give us a second. We gotta get another chair in here. Merry Christmas, Jon.
I'm not used to being in front of the camera.
We didn't lint roll you first.
No, not at
Ah,
all.
you didn't get the mic right either.
No, I did. I just put it on the inside of my sweatshirt instead. Standby technical difficulties. You're right, you win. There's no good position for a mic on a sweatshirt. So here we have a small Let It Snow box. Not sure what this could be. Fun fact about me, I like to open the presents just as they were wrapped. So it takes a long time.
No ripping and tearing.
None. Gonna up my editing game with the Logitech G502 gaming mouse. Does it have cool LEDs?
Yeah, RGB right there on the side.
Oh, dude,
That
with
means
lights?
It means you're gonna be that much faster because it's got RGB.
Just rapid fire, baby.
You'll see a theme here. It all is gonna help your editing.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
This is purely to make you faster and better at what you do. Good job this year, be better.
A book on editing.
A book on Premiere Pro. Okay, I'm kind of going for it now.
There you go, just rip it up.
Illuminated headphone stand from ASTERION. Thank you, ASTERION. I assume they sent that to you.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm actually excited for this because ASTERION has made so many beautiful stands for the channel. Thank you, ASTERION. Oh, now I'm scared. Oh God.
Don't worry, I don't think this one's fragile.
Didn't work. Is this the one you were waiting like 3 days for? FedEx?
Oh, I wish.
Ooh, look guys, it's a monitor stand, which means that I can have more of the valuable desk space that I lack.
You can put your 4K above the wide. Do you want to tell your story about the other monitor here?
No.
That's yourself.
Well, I bought a 34-inch Ultrawide LG used, and I got it home, and I didn't get to use it. And that's where I will leave it. It is very broken.
There we go. Some stuff to make editing life easier.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
There's one more thing. Surprise. Stay here. Make some desk space, though.
Oh, why is he going into the bathroom for it? Oh, jeez.
So this is your last Christmas present, Jon.
This is too much. Whatever it is, it's too much.
Oh my God.
All right, open it up, buddy.
You need to return this because it's too much, whatever it is. Is this the one you were waiting outside for forever?
Yes.
Jeez.
3 days.
Aha, the cardboard box.
It is a giant box.
Excellent. I've wanted one of these for years. Do I have to use the small, sharp unboxing knife?
I guess you could.
Boys, this is the first time I've used the small, sharp unboxing knife. Make sure to always have your small, sharp unboxing knife. You don't want anyone to get hurt while you're opening your packages. I've always wanted to do that. Here's he does it. Excuse me.
This is only slightly dangerous.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, nice. It's a very satisfying slip in. Well, it has a remote and a game icon on it. I feel like I kind of know what this is, but it's a lot bigger than I would have anticipated.
That's what she said.
Oh my. Holy guacamole. Yeah, is this the 40 some odd ridiculous
Let's
one?
take it out gently here.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That is a monster. Acer. I'm surprised. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I nearly cried just now. I thought that was a crack, like a dent in.
Just a tiny little mark. The box took a bit of a beating with FedEx. FedEx may not be the carrier you want to use.
Oh, there's little prongs on it for LEDs? Dude, slip it in.
Wow.
That was a good click. Getting heavy yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly on the right arm.
Okay, great.
It's getting strangely hot in here. Santa hat's coming off. It's getting hot in here.
Display port included.
Let's get this thing upstairs. You have to tear your whole desk apart. And let's see how this thing looks in action in the space. But I gotta say, camera may not pull it. This thing looks freaking ridiculously huge. I mean, this is 49 inches of monitor.
49.
It barely has any desk space hanging off the sides here.
Holy, you could use this for your whole workspace.
Yeah, you can put four things.
Yeah.
We'll go get it set up and then we'll play through all that. We'll take a look at it once it's up there. But there's like an app you download so you can snap your windows in place because there's so much space on it.
Is this 4K?
No. Let's go tear apart Jon's desk.
Let's do it. My word, dude.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
What the heck? So for the people who found their way to this video looking more at the monitor, let's go through real quick. What do you usually use a monitor for?
The sole purpose of this beautiful PC is editing. That's all I do on it. The occasional Amazon purchase. And as far as the Ultrawide goes, it is something to be considered because it's not for everybody.
You've edited a few videos. It's been about a day so far with the monitor, so not a huge in-depth amount of time. What is easier so far?
Definitely a lot more room to work with as far as I can have my effects panels up, I can have my timeline. John, throw in videos of that. I found actually if you put the timeline across the entire screen, you end up kind of having to pan your head to where you're trying to look. And realistically, all you're doing when you're editing is you're looking at where your cursor is and only that spot. So yes, it is nice to see all of it, but it's not necessarily super helpful.
So this is a $900 monitor. Is this worth $900 for just productivity, or would two monitors of, you know, $300 each do exactly what you're doing here?
I think ultrawide monitors in and of themselves, like this big, are more of like, hey, look at my monitor, than an actual like productivity thing. But with that being said, I think with the right programs of like, you know, you can snap your windows here and there. If you have like 3 windows up on this thing, it'd be very manageable to use. If you have, I don't know, if you're a day trader or something and you have your stock trading platform on one and then the ticker charts on another and then researching in the middle or something. I think I could see that definitely being very useful. But like I said, for the everyday user, you're probably not going to use most of the capability of this monitor.
And you've got it in kind of a pyramid setup is what this is called, with the one smaller at the top, the big wide on the bottom. Yeah. Physically, what kind of challenges are you finding having to adjust?
I don't like monitors higher up necessarily. So having the 4K up there, it's nice because you kind of lounge in the chair, but after a while, I notice my neck kind of gets a little bit sore. Either I'm just going to keep doing it and strengthen my neck so that it's okay by being up all the time, or figure out a different solution, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge.
If you didn't have that upper monitor, would this be a great tool for productivity and editing just using the ultrawide, you think?
I think so, yeah, because I mean everything I do on the 4K, which is basically my program monitor, I think you could easily make it work across the entirety, because like I said, you'll have more than enough room for what you need, and even now I have more room than I need. But I think definitely it is possible for just using the wide monitor, but having the 4K is nice for reference. So.
Especially when we shoot in 4K.
There you go.
This monitor is a beast. For those of you out there who don't know, 144 hertz if you use DisplayPort, 120 hertz if you're using the HDMI. It's got 1 DisplayPort, 3 HDMIs in the back. Is there any way, shape, or form you're ever using those frames with what you're doing with it?
With what I do now, I have Grid running in the back right now, a game that I used to play a long time ago, and I'm sure it's running just fine at whatever it is, probably 60 or 120 hertz. I mean, if you like widescreen gaming, you know, Minecraft, you want to see a full 360 around you without actually, you know, just Quake Pro, that's all you need.
You can see the zombies that are behind you without even turning. We've talked about a lot of good things about it. Besides the price is obviously a con, it's a lot of money. What are some cons? Have you found any so far?
Not so far. I think the only thing with this particular monitor, and I'm being nitpicky at this point, but the pixel density is not as much as you'd like for something this big. If you get real close to it, like when I first turned it on and was playing with it, it was pretty close, and you could see those pixels individually. It is not pixel dense enough. However, at a, you know, even this far back, it's much more bearable.
Yeah, and this is a 1080p. They do make 1440ps. You're looking at probably another $300, $200 at least to pick up one of those monitors beyond one of these. So this is still considered budget. I think it looks amazing. I think the biggest thing for me, the wow factor, is just seeing the thing in person. Yeah. I don't know if camera's really gonna capture, but this thing looks huge. You have to rearrange your whole desk for this thing, and this is a big desk to even fit this. It's an incredible look that you have going. There's nothing in the middle slowing you down. One thing that you mentioned earlier that was a little weird though, having this huge amazing monitor on the bottom and then having a nice 4K above, it's a little hard to like get your mouse when you're switching between them, you were saying.
The pixels are the same, but the wideness of the monitors are not. So I can be at the corner of my 4K over here and then ping down and I shoot over to the other side of the monitor. So it's kind of disorienting in some cases, but.
yeah, it was a little hard when I tried out because I was messing around here too. It's definitely something you're gonna have to spend some time getting used to. Just like if you switch to a 3 monitor setup, you know, there's growing pains all the way around. Always. But it is a really sweet looking setup, I think. What more do you want now? Is there anything you're wanting for in this setup? Or if someone has this, is this everything they're ever gonna need?
I think at some point, my hopes and dreams, I'd like to, not necessarily with this setup, but I'd like to have the widescreen that I used to have, the ultrawide that I used to have, the LG, on the side vertically mounted to roll through all the chat.
And then one more screen inside here with all your temps and everything, just screens everywhere.
Yeah, just maximum amount of screens.
Well, I think it looks gorgeous. I'm excited for you for editing and whatnot. Hopefully I make sure I life a little bit easier. If you haven't seen other stuff, Jon does a lot of stuff on the channel. There'll be a link to in the description. Editor Jon channel hasn't started content quite yet, but it will be coming shortly. So get down there, subscribe so you see that first video when it shows up. We want to say thank you so much, and what else, Jon?
And we'll see you in another reality.